that'll be your starting lineup again for car heat race number 1 of 4 tonight. The USAC Gainesville Sprint Car National Championship. Let's check in with Drake York.
Thank you so much, Brian. Let's recap some stories heading out of Onondaga Racing qualifying. Starting off with the Moose Racing 92 of Chase Stockton, who you just mentioned. He's going to be starting on the outside of number 2 for Car IQ Heat Race number 1. If you go back to dirt track, Kyle Evans talked about it. He was very slow and off the pace from the start before pulling it down to the infield. They took the car out hard back in the pit area. They found out it was a bad fuel filter. The reason it was quite perplexing for the Moose Racing 92 team is because it was a brand new fuel filter. Everything was done on it correctly that you could possibly hope was done correctly. They just took it off, went out front. They were qualifying, was able to lay down a lot. And really one of the big stories heading out of Onondaga Racing qualifying was James Swanson. If you remember just behind me, back in turn number 2, he went upside down on lap number 1 of his qualifying run. We reported that the shock tower had been knocked off the lap. Those things are hard to replace. That's back in the 1990s with the bolt-on shock tower. Yes, that's right, a bolt-on shock tower in 2020. Don't see that a lot, but nonetheless, the 5 teams have that plan in point. And I asked Jake back in the pit area, I said, how long did it take you to swap out that shock tower? He said, literally, the car was back on the
talked about it yesterday with the way the lineup procedures work. That is to prevent sandbagging. You don't want somebody coming out and just going, oh man, my car's not running. I want a better race.
Yeah, wait until all the way until the end to go out, set down one really good lap. Unfortunately, he did go out, make a pretty salvageable lap once again. We saw sort of how that same situation happened last night at Wilmington Speedway, except it ended much prettier last night, yeah, I'll say.
Caution lights will go dark. The Toyota Racer Development Pay Truck will begin to make its way down into the infield. Don't forget, make sure to go to the USAC merchandise trailer for your chance to ride along in that Pay Truck during tonight's A-Main as our AMSOIL Inside the Oval winner. The winner going to be drawn at the close of heat races. Set to go to green. Car IQ heat race number 1, Sam Scott and Kendall Rubel. On the front row. Electrical Machine, All Transportation, Ryan Bolt, Honolulu Motorsports, Stand Spike, 19 AZ Racing. Give them a hand.